only silence remains. Because I have to listen to him, I have to listen to the silence, I have to experience him.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्महेतुर्दुर्मा ते संगोऽस्त्वकर्मणि परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे।
Fall over myself, don't mean to interrupt. I was miles away. Things I forgot, a footstool of God. That's how I behave. I've righted myself and folded my hands as you talk to God. I love the way you dream. 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 Even my most base complaint, my sweet minds were lower. And even all of my restraint, my sweet mind was clumsy. And even if there's only one thing I want for you, I want for you. I love the way you dream. I love the way you dream. I love the way you dream. And I love the way you love the way you dream. One for you, one for me, one for you, one for me, one for you.
How are we fixed for the light? How's that looking? That's to the end of today's, well, the interlude, should we say, because it's not going to end real quick here. This morning I wanted to do something different. I wanted to get up early, go down to Lagos, bring the drone, capture the sunrise, make a little film about the town and it coming to life. But it's super tricky to do with fucking no one around. Do you know what was interesting? The traffic warden was still out. There's no cars. The fucking asshole was out trying to ticket people. Probably just dropped into the chemist across the way to get some fucking inhalers or something. He was giving him a ticket for $2.50. Yeah, that was interesting. So what I did was, I'm actually halfway through a film. It was a project I tried to do last year. Last year? Yeah, it would have been. And there's an art group here called LAC, and they have a premises. It used to be the old prison. Sometimes they use the prison cells for studios for musicians because they're very well insulated, and they work out of there. And they had got some funding to make some art in the town. And they brought in artists from all over the world, renowned graffiti artists, but you can't even call them the graffiti artists. They're street artists. The stuff they do is phenomenal. So I went around and did some videos of that today and stuck it to some music. So I hope you liked it, but you can see how the quality of it, it's fantastic. And they've put it on a lot of derelict buildings. Instead of a building looking ugly now, it's got some life in it. And it was the only life that was in the town, to be honest. And even with the shots of the eyes, you can see there's a little bit of life in it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, normal programming will resume. I'll have some coffee and just talk shy. The weather turned, so it was raining. So we'll see what it's like tomorrow. We'll just get back into it tomorrow. So the shout outs, I'm going to switch it up. Well, no, I'm going to keep it the same. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about one person, a friend of mine, a dear friend. And then I'm going to reminisce and talk about how I met them and what I can remember of them. Without rehearsing it, just, see how it goes. So today, a shout out is to Max Krivanowski. And I actually met Max in ninjutsu, in the BBD. He came in and I had an instant dislike to him. And that's happened to me a few times in life where some people that I've instantly disliked turned out to be great friends, like Roger, Carl McCormick, Max. Probably because they're too much like me and you see yourself too much in them and you don't like what you see, So he was the first guy that brought me up to John Kavanagh's place up in Phibsborough, actually, when I was doing a black belt in ninjutsu and I was looking to do some grappling. He said, look, I've been up training in these guys, John Kavanagh's place up in Phibsborough, come up. They went up and that's how I got introduced to Kavanagh. And then I started to hang out with Max a little bit more. And then we started working together and we started doing security together. And the first security gig I ever did was, we had this gig, we were looking after Madonna. In the same place where Connor had his kid christened. And I was on a different shift to him. And then after that, I used to work with him on a Sunday in Judge Roy Beans. And I'd go in on a Sunday and he'd be already there, but he'd be sitting at the bar reading the Financial Times. And then we'd stand at the door, there'd be no one coming in, and we'd just talk. And a lot of the time he would just talk. And I felt like Homer Simpson sometimes. You know the way Homer Simpson doesn't know what's going on and you hear him talking to himself going, what's going on here? I have no idea. And we go for a drink afterwards and we generally go to the Capital Bar, I'd order a beer and Max would say, what's your favourite cocktail to make? And that was just Max. And then he was working in Odessa. It was a private members club there just around by Re-Raw. I got a gig there when Fat Dave had gone off to Thailand, Pompui, and I kind of took over from Dave. And it was great. Max would be there all colourful and talking to people. And he's just a great communicator, great debater, great communicator. And the Odessa was a private member school, but it was like a Georgian house, and it had like 4 floors, but it was all carpeted, and it was like being in someone's house basically, in different rooms and things. And it was all very well organised and grown up, you know. And there was one day, there was a guy being a dick all night, and you kind of know when you get the call that you're throwing someone out, you kind of already know who it's going to be when you get there, you know. And lo and behold, I got a call on the radio, and I run upstairs. Max says, come upstairs. So I ran up the stairs, up 4 flights of stairs. And it was this gobshite, and he was wearing like this Tommy Cooper hat. Before you kids knew who Tommy Cooper was, he was this magician, just like that, a comedian type guy, but he was a magician, died on stage. And he used to wear this hat. It was like a Moroccan style hat. It was like a tub that doesn't really fit in your hat with a little fucking thing hanging out. And this guy was wearing one of these. And I run up, Max is talking to the guy, and Max goes, if you do not behave yourself, sir, you will be leaving the club forthwith. It's like, I'm sober. I have no idea what we're doing here. Are we throwing him out, or what are we doing? What are we doing here, Max? You know? But that was Max, you know, and you gotta love him for it. And then we were working in residence. He got a gig up in residence. It was the kind of the most exclusive club in Dublin. It was $2,500 a year to join, and everybody that was in town used to come in there. So anyone that was gigging, Beyonce or U2 or anybody, they'd all come in. All the politicians would come in, all the lawyers, things like that. And then Max, we don't look the same, but we the same look, because the two of us are wearing like a black suit, white shirt, black tie. The two of us have shaved heads. But Max is a great classical pianist, right? And there was a piano room upstairs. And at the end of the night, Max would go upstairs and start playing like classical, like we're dormant. He'd start playing like classical pieces of music, and they'd be all giving him tips. And there was one night I was there, and this people, you know, they come down like fucking 4 floors, and I'm on the door. He's upstairs, and they said, "I'd just like to say, what you did up there tonight was just only amazing." I was like, "Yeah, okay, thank you." They thought it was me playing the piano. I ran down before they even got down and got their coats. But yeah, I went to Thailand with him in 2007. And it was Max, he was kind of like, it was the first time he came out to me. Everyone knew he was gay, but he was just Max. He was never like, I'm gay and I'm Max. He's just Max, and he just so happened to be gay. But he never said anything. Like, we used to train together, used to kick the shit out together, used to do jiu-jitsu together, used to work in the door. It was just like, whatever, you know, I'm straight, you're gay, who cares? And we're on a moped. It was a 125, yeah, and he was on the back of it. And there was this chick that used to train in the gym. Was it Marissa? Sorry for blowing your cover. But he said to me, you know, if I was straight, I'd actually like to go out with her. That was his coming out. And then all of a sudden, Max entered the first ever Mr. Gay World. And I was thinking, like, Michael, why the fuck did you... Because he was working on the bar and panty bar, and they put him forward for the Irish one, then he won the Irish one, and then he got into Mr. Gay World. That was the first ever Mr. Gay World. I thought it was a bad idea. And he was just going to go for it anyway. And he got there and he got sponsored. He gave him a lot of clothes, and he got there. It was all these like... Now, Max is not an ugly lad by any means, but the Adonises that were at this thing are the most beautiful men you've ever seen. Like, there's a difference between a handsome man and a beautiful man. But these were beautiful men. Max is more your rugged type, like man's man, if you know what I mean. And the photograph when he got there, and you just think all these guys, this is Max, right? But the first round was like, you know, walking up and down a runway, and obviously the other guys did better. And then the second round was this kind of survival thing where they had to be out like in the wilderness, and obviously Max was able to like skin a cat and kill a chicken and not a bother. The lads were all worried about their fingernails. And then for the questions and answers, obviously he fucking debated the question back with the guy, and he won Mr. Gay World. So at one stage I was working with the gayest man in the whole world, and it was brilliant. I love him to bits. He's great. And he's been over here a couple of times, but he's one of those guys that can be in any camp. Everyone loves him. Women love him. Men love him. Mothers love him. Kids love him. Fathers love him. And he's just a lovable good gentleman of a human being, and love him to bits. And here's to you, Max. So that's it. That's it for today. That's my little off the cuff of Max. Tomorrow I'll have somebody else. So tomorrow back to normal programming. Hope you're enjoying the videos. I'm getting a lot of feedback. I'm enjoying doing them. You know, it's something to do. But it's a positive. I don't want to keep it negative. There's enough negative in the world. So concentrate on today. Be positive. Spread the love. We are all one. Namaste. Hare Krishna. We're after.